Hi, I am Dr. Sheila Sapp of Sheila E. Cares, and I am so happy to be talking to you today about another of my books, and this one is titled Parents, Teachers, and School Leaders Empowering Youth for Life Success, The School Connection. And the reason why I wrote that book is that I have always been concerned about, in some cases, the lack of involvement of parents, teachers, and school leaders working together as one unit. I look at parents, teachers, and school leaders working together as a stool with 3 legs. Now, can you imagine trying to sit on a stool with one of the legs missing or 2 of the legs missing? So I see parents and teachers and school leaders being a vital part of a child's education. I believe that if all 3 work together and support each other, then there's no way that any child, regardless of their abilities or capabilities, will not be empowered to have success as a part of their life. There are 7 chapters in my book, and the first 2 chapters I talk about parent involvement. I talk about the evolution of parent involvement with education. And in chapter 2 of the book, I talk a lot about the role that parents play. I have some strategies, I have some tips. And one of the unique things about my book is whatever topic I talk about in the different chapters that I have tips and techniques for the parents, as well as the classroom teacher and the school administrator. So as a teacher, you can pick up this book, and there are specific ideas that you can implement in your classroom, or as a school administrator, I talk about those things that you can implement in your school. And then of course, as a parent or a caregiver, I talk about what you can implement at home. So one of the chapters that I want to focus on this afternoon is chapter 3. And the reason why I want to talk about my chapter 3, because it is for parents and caregivers of special needs youth. I just felt like I wanted to put together a special survival tool for those parents. I did not have a special needs child, but I do know from experience working with parents for many years and having over 16 years experience as a school administrator, I know how special needs parents struggle sometimes getting the needs of their children met. And I talk about ways that the IEP meetings can be improved, those questions that parents may want to think about asking before they have their IEP meeting, and questions that they might want to ask during the IEP meetings, and also questions to ask or follow-up things that they need to do after IEP meetings. Now, I just want to impress upon you the importance, whether you're a parent or a teacher or the school administrator, being prepared for IEP meetings, and the importance of classroom teachers and administrators and parents following through with whatever is decided at the IEP meeting. Now, also, I just want to mention this. Special needs parents work very hard at trying to get services and the needs of their children met. And so sometimes in their, quest for getting services and needs for their children, that they may come across as sometimes being pushy. And I just want to say that they are not being pushy. It's just that they sometimes have such a hard time and a struggle to get some of the services that they would like or desire for their children, that sometimes their efforts are misinterpreted. So I would like to encourage teachers and school leaders to be patient and understanding. They really do need that. And that's one of the things that I learned as an administrator and a teacher. And of course, it is so, so important that whatever is decided and whatever that child's or a children's IEP asks you to do, those accommodations, that they are implemented. The other chapters that I want to talk about to you or with you, I am going to probably do that in part 2 of this book talk. There are just so many things that I share in my book. I talk about creating a positive learning environment. And I also include a needs assessment. I have questions that you need to think about and ask yourself. But everything has to do with parents and teachers and school administrators working together. So I have shared a little bit in this book talk about what's in the School Connection, and I have some more that I would like to share with you. I talk about ways that parents can nurture and develop strategies and techniques to empower their children at home. Things that they can do before they come to school. And I also talk about what teachers can do to empower their students in the classroom, and what school administrators can do to empower their student body, and how they can help their teachers empower students. And I also talk about power tools for success. I talk about building self-confidence and self-esteem, things that can be done at home, what teachers can do in the classroom, and also what administrators can do in their schools to work on self-esteem, to work on self-confidence, and those power tools for success. So I want you to think about this. It doesn't matter the abilities or how smart a child is. If a child does not have self-confidence or a strong self-esteem, then the intelligence doesn't matter if they do not feel good about themselves. So you take care and be safe, and tune in for part 2 of The School Connection. Bye.